Recently, the girls and the guys were beefing over math on TikTok. But let's start from the beginning. Welcome back. Before this video even begins, like and subscribe, okay? It helps the channel a lot. Or you can wait until the end of the video and see if you like what you see, which you will. In recent years, we have seen that there has been an erasure of girlhood or the teenage phase, even for the boys. People are going straight from the baby phase to Shein, not comprehending life, to makeup tutorials. Everyone is on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, and so you find that the age range now, all the way from like 13 to like 35 to 40, all of us have the same aesthetic because we're all looking at the same clothing hauls, we're all looking at the same makeup tutorials, and even teen shows have been heavily sexualized and have become super adult. Things like Bridgerton or things like Euphoria, even shows that have been marketed to be very sweet, that type of teenage romance type of style, there are also parts of them that are highly sexualized and highly adult. So you move straight from becoming a child to becoming this curated adult for social media. But I think all of us as a collective started to miss this childlike phase where we were just getting to like discover ourselves, discover our style. I remember my brother and I, when High School Musical was just coming out, we sat in front of the TV and like we waited until it premiered just so that we could have something to talk about at school. But all that culture is gone now. Like everything people talk about is on TikTok or any social media platform. I don't know what the kids are doing these days. Then came things like Barbie. I think all of us at that point just started to realize like on the inside we're just girls. We've grown up too fast. We have curated ourselves too fast. We have found aesthetics too fast. And I have seen more and more people, either subconsciously or consciously, they've started to use girl more than they use lady or woman. Things like the girls that get it. The girls that don't. It's just something for the girls. We've started to use more of that terminology than something that is more adult. And so with the premiering of Barbie, with people getting into pink, and then came girl dinner. I feel like this was a pushback against the very curated, very picture perfect versions of food that we're putting on plates for the Instagram. Girl dinner is basically your I'm late for school dad, I'm just grabbing something to eat on Disney Channel morning type of food. You know what I mean? Just like grabbing anything that you can from the house. That was girl dinner. People are embracing their inner child even without knowing it. Just less put together. And then after we had the phase of girl dinner, then came girl math. By the time I was recording this video, I couldn't find a solid definition for girl math, but from what I have gathered, it's just basically things that add up only for the girls. And these are some examples of girl math.
Babe, these jeans are on sale. If I don't buy them, I'm basically losing money. I'm getting paid tomorrow, so anything I spend is free. What do you mean that doesn't make sense? Tomorrow's pay replaces it. That means I haven't lost anything.
Girl math things that makes total sense to me. If I'm ordering clothes and the clothes come up to $100 but the shipping is $50, that's too much money. If I'm ordering clothes and the clothes come up to $150 and the shipping is $0, I could deal with that. This is actually universal, but paying with cash is free.
If I'm in a restaurant and I pay for everyone and then everyone sends me money back, I made a lot of money that day. Girl math.
If I'm on holiday and then I pay for the cab and then everyone sends me the money back to the cab, I'm now got extra money for the holiday.
Yeah. I have £10 cash and you pay for my dinner and I give you the cash, I didn't pay for dinner. Oh, 100%.
If I have paid for the trip 8 months in advance, it's free.
Oh, 100%. If I pay for a holiday in March and it's in November, I just don't have free. I've been flued out.
Yeah.
So the guys started to make lighthearted fun of this because obviously they didn't get it because it was for the girls.
Girl Maths Part 2. Buying concert tickets a year in advance means by the time the concert comes, it's free. My student loan is free money and a problem for my older self. Shut, I can't. If I'm with my friend and we all buy each other a round of drinks, the drinks they get me are free.
I can't even describe the feeling I get when you say these to me.
It's funny because I've never thought of that one before. If you go on a date and he pays the bill, I automatically make a profit. I love him, eh?
I really like that one.
If my friend buys me a coffee, then I buy her a coffee. Both those coffees are free.
What?
Paying $200+ for a concert is free because it helps with my mental health. Not gonna lie, I kind of like that one. Psychiatrist, probably $200. Concert ticket, $200. Where am I putting my $200?
Oi, I think I'm on board. You explained that well.
Yeah.
If you spend $100 and you get a $10 reward, you just made $10.
That's not accurate. That's not how that works.
Because now in a future purchase, you just saved yourself $10. If you return an item at the store, you just earn money. So if you return something and buy something at the same time, it was free.
No, because you had to spend the money the first time.
No, but then the second time it's free because it's no extra money.
But the girls, even though knowing that this wasn't supposed to make sense for the guys, because the guys were making fun of them, they also half seriously and half jokingly decided to poke back. Then they started to explain what boy math was. So boy math, just like girl math, is things that add up for the guys and don't add up for the girls. These are some examples.
I just saw a tweet that said boy math is him wanting a prenup and he only makes $45,000 a year.
Boy math is calling all your exes crazy when you're the common abusive denominator. Boy math is being 6'2" but shorter than a 5'10" woman. Boy math is opening up your marriage so you can f around, then getting mad because your wife is getting slammed while you severely overestimated your market value.
We spoke about girl maths.
Yep.
Have you seen boy maths?
No.
Boy maths is being afraid of gold diggers when you have 3 pairs of socks to your name.
Everyone should be scared of gold diggers. They might take 2 of the pairs and then he's got 1 left.
I'm guessing some of these touched some very soft spots because the guys decided to clap back. Now I'm going to say this. When it comes to social commentary, girls are just more curated. They are more sugarcoaty, but it's filled with passive aggression if they are targeting someone. But for the guys, no curation, no sugarcoat. They just clap back. And this is what they did with this tweet.
So I found this post on Twitter, and at this point I'm guessing it's some sort of male response to the boy math jokes that girls were making. You can pause to read it, as well as, this little section right here. And while this thread is an absolute horror novel, it is a novel that every woman should read.
The girls were not having it, and it caused just an even bigger rift in the already shaky relationship between the boys and the girls right now. Especially after feminism and red pill, this situation just made the situation worse. But tell me why this whole thing gave me so much hope. I became so optimistic after this. Here's the reason why. When it's time for war, opposing parties in a country come together. They put aside their differences and decide to protect the country that even allows them to have these diverse opinions. And that's what this conversation reminded me of. Here's why. The origin of this tweet, if I'm not mistaken, is from South Africa. Every type of person was weighing in on these conversations, whether it was girl dinner, whether it was girl math, whether it was boy math, and whether it was this tweet. Whether hijab, black or white, accent or not, everybody was weighing in. It was so refreshing to see that we're not looking at each other through the lens of borders or through the lens of race or religion. For the first time in a long time, in a non-patronizing way, the boys were just the boys and the girls were just the girls. And before the situation escalated, we were just having healthy banter.
Here is girl maths. If you pay cash, it's free.
Oh my god, yes.
All right.
That is true. Because you don't see it like deduct from the bank account.
Today I'm going to be explaining boy math to my wife. So if a guy is like 5'10", he's actually 6 foot.
No, he's not. Boy math is having 2 kids when you're alive and 5 kids when you're dead.
And for me, that's people math. We were forming emergency alliances. We erased smaller divisions in order to focus on something larger.
And also after the tweet, there were guys who came out defending the girls and saying this was disgusting behavior. And I think that also warmed my heart because people noticed that out of a nice little internet activity that was supposed to bring just jokes and banter, people took it way too far. It just let me know that there's so many more people who just want to live and let live and enjoy life compared to those that want to bring division. And despite a lot of the tweets being really mean, some of them were really funny. And at least now you know, ladies, if he's cheated on you more than 5 times, he don't like you. I think it helped a lot of people in toxic relationships realize exactly what is going on rather than living in delusion.
And that just warmed me up inside. And sure, after this, we might go back to our old ways. And after this is done, there is a possibility that we might get past all this and focus on other differences. It doesn't hurt to be optimistic. So this situation just gave me hope that when push comes to shove, we choose to be human. We choose to just give into our simple urges. It reminded me that there is more that unites us than divides us. And I think that's something that we really need to remind ourselves, especially in the climate that is happening in today's world. So before it went south, at some point it was actually healthy banter, and it was a good thing to see for society right now. Yeah, so if you really enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments below, and don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. It helps the channel a lot. If you like this content, let me know through those ways. Yeah, so remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.